shelves in November.
Yeehaw.
Former Home and Away star Mark Furze has based himself in Hollywood as he attempts to forge a career in the movie business. The young Aussie actor has been forced to roll up his sleeves and earn every break that comes his way in an attempt to make it in the big time. He's the latest in a long, long line of young Australian actors to head for the Hollywood hills for a shot at the big time.
It's different. It's definitely different. I mean, it takes a little while to get used to the way things work over here. It's kind of like Sydney just times 1,000.
Back home, Mark Furze had it made. A major role on Home and Away, a gig on Underbelly, and a role in a new Australian movie called A Heartbeat Away. But he's put it all on the line to try to make it in LA.
There have been moments when I've thought this is it's a tough thing to get into, and while you're working, it's great, you know, you can earn some really good money, but the thing that people forget about is there could be 6 months, 2 years where you're not actually working. And there have been times, especially being over here, when there's so many people in the same industry where you kind of think, what am I doing?
But he hasn't gone over without a plan. A dedicated musician, Mark is also recording and performing with his band Falcon Road and is busy as the official voice of the Apple iPhone ad.
I've never thought that I have I don't know, the movie guy voice or anything, but I just thought, you know, I've learnt to be able to take direction and that kind of stuff, so I figured I'll put a voiceover reel together, and there's money to be made there, and hopefully I can get a bit of a gig while I'm not working. And it turned out that there's actually not a lot of people in my age bracket for voices, so yeah, I did this test for the Apple ads, and I did walked in and talked about an iPhone. I had no idea what I was talking about some apps and how there's 100 million apps or however many there are, and then they said, yeah, you got the gig.
Part of the reason Mark is so organised is because he's an ambassador for National Career Development Week, which encourages people at any age or any stage of their life to follow their dream.
But in this day and age, it's so much more possible to be able to do what you love doing rather than what you feel like you should be doing.
Mark stars in a series of videos with tips on how to get the job you love, and says when hard work meets a bit of luck, you're almost guaranteed success.
I really enjoy doing it, which is the one thing that makes me stick at doing it. And there are times when, you know, you don't have a lot of money. And I mean, I was a landscape gardener's apprentice, helping out for a while because I wasn't acting. And it's kind of one of those things, so you've got to be prepared to know that you love doing it and do some pretty crappy jobs while you're not doing it. So the one bit of advice I would say is just stick at it, you know. If you love it, be prepared to do the bad things and the good things will come.
Sue